as we begin this session, we set a dark, dimly lit scene. A dank underground laboratory. And looking out toward the center of the laboratory, we see a dead penumbral fiend lays across a ritual table. Its chest cavity open. 4 dissected quarters of its heart in jars on a counter nearby.
Uncle Steve!
The fiend appears bloody and surprisingly vital for a corpse. It must have been killed only very recently. Above the body is a wispy, shadowy, spectral thing that is definitely there, but hard to see even when concentrating to it. The shadowy soul of the penumbral fiend is anchored to the space above its body with enchanted ghostly chains, not dissimilar to some restraints our party has encountered, most prominently when they located Current's soul within the House of Cards. A clone of Theophrastus, a lanky, wizened human, dances around the ritual table, making final checks before producing a golden glowing stone just a few inches in size from a drawer in the table. He holds up the Philosopher's Stone before carefully placing it centrally in the penumbral fiend's open chest cavity. The clone scurries with purpose to a nearby rack of implements, selecting by far the most ornate implement, a long, curved ritual knife with ornate filigree spiraling around the hilt. He returns to the raised central dais, where he holds the knife over the dead fiend. He proclaims aloud a prayer of rejoicing and thanksgiving to the cosmos before turning the knife downward and plunging it into his chest. Pulling the knife free with his right hand, in a trance-like fervor, he gently places it down on the table, while his left hand begins digging into his chest. Finding his target, his forearm glows with green energy as he executes a planned maneuver, wresting a rib free from his rib cage and holding it aloft as his body crumples, falling onto the chest of the huge penumbral fiend. Blood pouring from his chest into the open cavity within the fiend's body, the mortal clone, Paracelsion, closes his eyes and exhales his last breath. Some time passes. A body was healed of its deadly wounds. An immortal soul was supplanted by a mortal soul of infinitely lesser substance, in the process gaining infinitely greater vision and purpose. Laying on his back atop a grisly ritual table in the basement of a reclusive laboratory retreat, the immortal Paracelsion opened his eyes. And any party member witnessing that event would definitely have to make a sanity check at hard difficulty. But that is just a cold open. So now we return to our party. So who would like to start us off with a recap of the events of last week?
Do any of our characters actually know that information then?
No, you guys do not know that information. Although during this session you may put together some of those bits of information, and you have come to the conclusion of some of those things on your own.
We already knew that Paracelsion had slain an umbral fiend and stolen its body, so that's there wasn't a lot of extra information in there that we didn't already know.
Gotcha.
Speaking of information, last week we found out that Arc-bound devotees have special robes, and they're allowed in the inner sanctum, where we are doing what's gotta be the weirdest infiltration plan, going one by one and so far we have like 2 or 3 failures to get into the door, and we're all kind of stacked at the front of it. And
We have a key now, right?
We have a key. Mebley got it.
Okay,
Okay, good.
we did.
So we have
there are just a few of us hanging out invisible in front of the door because Mebley crit failed a thieves' tools check.
He did get the dodecahedron bombs, which keep like wild magic at bay, though. And we have Death Ward on Simalik, Redditu, and Mebley.
Yeah.
I have.
Slight clarification: the dodecahedron bombs create a zone of wild magic for like 10 minutes or something,
Oh.
but do keep elementals at bay. And yeah, so at the end of last session, Kildrak and Mebley are outside the service door to the inner sanctum. Redditu will be arriving momentarily. So firstly, where do the other party members wait before joining this? I'm assuming everyone else is back in Scaldrus and Mebley's dorm room before going out every 2 minutes or so.
That's what I was thinking we were doing.
Yeah.
Unless we went to our own individual rooms. But I thought it was
I'm
Scaldrus.
waiting in Scaldrus' room.
So, not too long after Kildrak left you all, Scaldrus, reaching into your bag of holding and pulling out the last few robes that Mebley collected that you guys do not need, you find another thing inside your bag of holding, dropped in there by Mr. Sticky Fingers and neglected until now. A small bound book. And pulling the book out of the bag, it appears to be a detailed instruction manual for Arcbound devotees specifically.
I open it.
What's it say?
Go ahead. I mean, I'm assuming your party members would assist you. So if you want to go ahead and roll investigation with advantage, we'll see what information you can glean from the manual in the 2 or 2.5 minutes it was. Well, dang. Not even the highest roll ever, a 14, but your bonus is insane. Inside the... Man, with a 27. Okay. Inside the manual, you skim through it, and there are some instructions for entering the inner sanctum. And the main entrance to the inner sanctum is a service door that you guys are aware of, and that's where you all have been going. There is also 10 or 15 feet down from the service door, there is a secret passageway that is covered by illusion magic. That passageway also requires a key to get in, and it seems that when you enter the main service door, you go down a flight of stairs. This secret passageway is a horizontal hallway that must go to a higher up part of the inner sanctum. So that is instructed to be used only for special deliveries that must be manipulated across levels with Paracelsion's telekinesis. And aside from that, with a 27 on your investigation check, you are able to read between the lines, and while not explicitly stated, you believe that the sanitizing effect on the entryway to the laboratory is specifically tied to the red carpet, as in, like, once you step on the carpet, it will sanitize you with, like, a very powerful dispel magic is what it seems like it would do. And so, of course, it instructs acolytes to not bolster themselves with magic before coming into the inner sanctum, because it will be sanitized, of course.
Lovely.
So you all are armed with that knowledge, and it is about time for Redatu to make his trip down the stairs to the others. Are the rest of you going to remain in the dorm room for now?
What happens if you cast Dispel Magic on an artifact that casts Dispel Magic?
Dispel magic doesn't really affect artifacts.
Well, like the red carpet. The thing that's casting. So if that is an artifact, I don't know. I don't know
So
definitions.
Dispel magic is an instantaneous effect, and so it would have to be some sort of like active magical effect that casts Dispel magic whenever you go onto it, but you're not sure you could just dispel on the carpet and assume that it's going to be safe.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Similar to like if you cast Dispel magic on a necklace of fireballs, it doesn't like get rid of the fireball spells stored in there, if that makes sense.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Interesting.
So does Redatu
How would a simulacrum interact with the dispel magic?
go ahead and roll Arcana for me. This would be a pretty easy DC check.
21.
Ooh,
Dispel
nice.
magic of high enough level would end the simulacrum effect. And actually, in the spell description, I believe the duration is until dispelled.
I see. I have to be very careful where I step then.
So yeah, all of that musing done. Does Redatu step out alone?
That's a good question. So when I get down there, are you saying do I step out of the room or?
Yeah, like out of the dormitory alone, as you guys had planned
Yes.
for Redatu to come
Yeah.
next. Okay,
Yes,
so
I would step out as, proceed as normal.
yep, half of the party is now outside the dorm room. And how do you walk down the stairs? You go into the sort of reception area and then down that central staircase in your arc-bound devotee disguise.
I would walk with purpose and maybe like my head bowed in reverence of some sort. That kind of feel.
Go ahead and roll. I'll say you could roll deception or performance. The DC would be slightly higher on performance, but I think you're pretty crazy
I
at performance.
don't
That
think
might
that
be the one you. Yeah. With a 35.
All
Oh my
right.
gosh, that's got to be. Yeah, you rolled a 16. Jeez. Redatu is completely inconspicuous, and the Unseelie Fae satyr that is sitting behind the desk, as well as the human steward, pay you no mind. You are presenting yourself as an arcbound devotee, keeping to themselves, as of course, very important things are happening in the castle right now. No one really questions you at all. And as you go down the stairs, to your right is this long hallway with similar dormitory doors like you have seen throughout the castle. And to your left is the service door. And somewhere on the wall to the right of that service door is the illusory secret passageway. And to the left, up on the wall, there's a ventilation duct. Mebly and Kildrak are both invisible in the hallway, I believe. But as Redditu steps off the staircase, go ahead and give me an investigation check with advantage, due to the information that you learned in the manual.
With advantage. Okay. My investigation isn't really the best. So
A natural 20.
Okay.
The wall has sort of like these 4-foot panels, metal panels comprising the wall, and so a couple panels down, from the corner of the room, there are some illusory panels, and once you break the illusion, you see through it. There are actually hinges sticking out from the wall. This is a door that opens outward into the hallway, and behind a panel at like arm height is a handle built into the wall, as well as a keyhole. And you appear to be in the hallway alone. There are no other Arcbound devotees, and your friends are invisible somewhere.
Okay. Well, I know they wouldn't know about the illusion, so I guess I'd probably go to the regular door and see if it's unlocked for me. You know, see if they just like left it open for us.
Yeah, I don't think they tried the door since it was unlocked by that acolyte that went through last session, but it is locked once it closed behind them.
Okay.
And at this point, would Killtrack or Mebly like tap Redditu or whisper to him?
Yeah, it's fairly obvious that it's Redditu that came down the stairs, right?
Yeah, you guys all
Yeah,
saw
he's wearing
disguises.
and
Yeah, mask disguise we made for ourselves.
Yep, you recognize him for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
tell
well,
the area around me, I guess, about the illusion door and how it might help put us in a better position.
are you going to do that out loud or telepathically? Does it matter?
We can still do it telepathically even if you're invisible. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think you
That's a good
could
question.
message.
Message
I know you
request.
guys had been avoiding sending messages
Okay. Well, that's a good point.
inside the
I
castle.
will, instead of saying that, instead I'll try to like. So I I know they're invisible now, so I guess I'll just like do the classic follow me gesture and then physically show them the illusion.
And I believe Mebly has a key, right? To
I
these
do
doors.
indeed, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you want to produce the key, or you want to try it in the lock, or?
Still pissed about the attempt of trying to open the door last session, so he wants to do it himself, just to make him feel better.
Yep.
Thieves' tools.
No, you can just insert the key and turn it. No thieves' tools or anything required.
Sweet.
Yeah, and so the key works in this illusory door that Redditu is able to point out to you. As he like shows you the handle, you can also break free of the illusion. And if you carefully tug on the door, it will open quite quietly. I mean, you can assume the people up the decently large staircase behind you and down the hallway, they probably won't hear the opening and closing of this door if you are careful.
Bueno. I guess I'll kind of give them some space to move their invisible bodies.
So, Mebly's pulling open this door. You see a 90-foot hallway that is 5 feet wide, with a another door down at the end of it. Go ahead. Let's have all three of you do a group perception check.
Very narrow hallway.
Whew.
Hmm.
My rolls are killing it. Dang it, Medley.
Oh.
Just you and that keyhole, huh?
Reditu and Kildrak notice there are grates, sort of ventilation grates, up and down the hallway, and you can tell that you'll want to be a little careful how you proceed down the hallway. You probably don't want to talk loudly inside that hallway, for fear of being overheard from acolytes below or above. Mebley, this is the most impenetrable, like well-protected, well-insulated hallway you have seen in your life. You guys could sit down, take a short rest, have some drinks, throw a little party in there, and just have a jolly old time, and no one would know. That's how you feel about the hallway.
Competition.
Unfortunately, as Mebley is the one most versed in stealth, Kildrak is gonna let him go first.
How will we know when he's going? Like, I'm going to wait a second and assume they're going forward, but eventually I'll
That's
just
true.
go. So I could be the one that
Yeah.
goes first. You know what I'm saying?
Mebley, when you open the door, do you slip into the secret passageway? Quite quickly, hold the door open for your friends to go in, or something else?
I hold it open for my friends. Mebley's feeling quite generous today.
Okay, so Reditu cautiously enters the hallway there, and Kildrak can follow, and then Mebley. And then you all will have, I'm not sure who was going next, but you all will have another party member coming down the stairs in the near-ish future. So do you all want to wait inside the hallway? Do you want to have someone stay outside?
Since I'm not invisible, I'm going to be staying inside the secret tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm not going to go far down it.
All right. And then, yeah,
take the
Kildrak
key
and
out of the
Mebley.
keyhole? Or is he
Oh,
leaving the
yeah,
key inside of it?
Is Mebley holding on to the key, I would assume.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right. And then what do Kildrak and Mebley want to do? Do you both want to stay inside the secret passage, or have someone wait outside to guide your friends?
If I see Reditu staying to guide people, then I will defer to him. Down this hallway, other than all the vents that we noticed, what do we see? Is it like a door at the end of the hallway? Does it do a bend?
Yeah, I was about to.
Out of sight?
I was about to ask the
yeah,
same
it
thing.
is.
Like, what's some?
A straight shot, 90-foot hallway, just 5 feet wide, and with Reditu's very high perception, he would notice the signs of some scraping along the floor, like some materials get brought through here every once in a while. But there's not really much going on, just very dim lights, a few grates, and nothing much else. So did Kildrak want to hang out outside then?
I guess Kildrak will wait just inside the door in the new hallway, and I'll wait for the rest of the party to show up, since I feel like this is our best shot to reconvene as a group.
Okay, so none of you are... You're all staying inside the secret passageway?
Is Reditude not stepping out?
I think he's staying
I
in
would,
because he's visible.
Aha.
Yeah,
Um,
in a an effort to hide, sort of.
okay. Then Kildrek can step outside and await the party.
Okay. So I don't remember exactly what your plan. I think it was just another 2 or 2.5 minutes. Who is coming next from the dormitory?
I suppose I will go. Me and Similik.
All right.
I believe I put the 2 large creatures inside the portable hole to be less conspicuous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is just you and Simulik out. So go ahead and do a group. And probably deception, unless you think performance is better for you, but probably a group deception check.
It does not matter either way.
I believe in you, man.
That's 3.
Okay, so a 3 for Salik, and then what for Simulik?
Taking a second to load. 14.
A 3 and a 14. As you guys step on down the stairs, Salik's feet get caught up in the robe a little bit, and you catch yourself as you are heading down the stairs into the suites area, and this unseelie fae, this satyr, will look up and say, "Oh, Arcbounds, what business did you have in the initiate dormitories?"
We're just gonna look to each other, and at the same time, we're gonna start doing an arcane mumbo jumbo chant, and just hold a finger to our lips as if like, don't break our concentration, but we're making up complete arcane bullshit on the spot. That's the only thing I can think of to do right now.
Okay.
So like acting you're in a trance or something like that.
Well, okay, so here's my thought process in doing this. Arcane casting sometimes take for fucking ever, like up to an hour of casting time. There's no way every single cast of every single long casting spell, a wizard is just sitting there doing nothing. I feel like at a certain level of arcane expertise, they're like working on the chant or like practicing as they're walking around. So I want to try to make this a like double down bluff of like, hey, don't talk to me. I'm practicing magic chants. If I mess up, you might cause me to explode. That's what I'm going for. I don't know how well I can do that, but that's my idea.
Okay.
Intriguing.
I think with Salik's extensive knowledge of the arcane, you could make an Arcana roll. I think this would be another group check. DC 20.
Nope.
That is one of 2 skills I have plus more than 10 to, so I really, really try to angle the arcane stuff as much as I can.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
You two are perfectly in sync. And you mutter this. It's actually not like gibberish. It is sort of it, like Salik might like say the first couple words, and then Simulik picks up on this ritual that you have performed way in the past, where you were just kind of learning a necromantic ritual.
I feel like it would be the clone spell, but like spoken
Oh,
slightly
yeah.
wrong and not be casting it, since that's an hour casting.
Yeah, like the clone spell mixed with some necromantic stuff, and just kind
Yeah.
of a little Paracelsian flair with it. And you two are perfectly in sync. And the satyr, his eyes squint under his curly horns, and he just leans back in his chair and yawns. He says, "My bad. You continue with what you were doing." And he just kind of makes a dismissive gesture, and he starts sipping on a drink that he had.
We're just gonna give like a little wave and keep going and keep chanting the whole time, because now he's too nervous to stop, so he's just gonna keep going.
Okay. So you two go down into the hallway there. Is Kildrak like waiting close to the steps to whisper to them?
Yep.
Okay, so I won't even have you guys make an investigation check at the bottom of the stairs. What does Kildrak say?
Which direction is the door? Right or left?
So down the hallway, I think I said right before, looking at the map of the place, technically it is to the left. The
Okay.
ventilation duct might be to the right, but yeah, it's to the left of the service door.
Ha ho ha hee, ha ho ho ho.
Kildrak will whisper, illusion door on your right. Nope, left. Idiot. I can listen to simple instructions.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one confused.
That
Now,
was amazing.
Salik's gonna poke his head inside. Is there any way to go through the hall without walking on the red carpet?
You guys will have to. You would have to open the service door to look at the red carpet. And you need a key for that.
Do I though?
You could try asking Kildrak because he saw it when it was open.
You sure?
But never mind, you don't know
I
that.
mean, you could make a. I don't think you have thieves' tools. You could roll to seduce the door, perhaps.
I don't have
Hey.
thieves' tools,
Call me
but
a
I
coach.
can magically go through the door.
Oh, the old dimension door.
The old dimension door.
But do we want to do this right there?
Well, here's what I know. If I go into that carpet, I lose my simulacrum, and if I bamf out either of my constructs, I lose them.
Yeah.
So that doesn't
Did
bode well for me.
The diagram from the book we saw or whatever, if we take the 90-foot long hallway thing, does that get us away from the red carpet? Or does that still open us up right onto the carpet again?
It's a very long hallway, and you are sure it will lead to somewhere else.
So if your goal is to avoid the carpet,
Actually,
that
I mean,
could be
with
a way around.
Scaldress's reading, you would know it leads to a storage area of some sort.
Okay. So, there's that thought process too.
So in order to avoid the cleansing, I have to either go straight through the door that we can't because the key's broken in it, or know where to teleport down the length through this invisible door. Is that right?
Yeah, through the illusory door down the long hallway.
Kildrak, could you potentially see if there is any space up to 500 feet past the red carpet where I could teleport and dodge through the cleansing magics?
I'll go take a look.
Would be most appreciated.
Have I seen any such space already?
Go ahead and roll a perception for me. Because you were down here when the acolyte walked through the door. A 16. You you know that there are some stairs in the inner sanctum that descend for maybe 20 feet. And then you saw a glimpse of red carpet on the floor at the bottom of the stairs, but just the slightest glimpse of red before the door closed.
So it's not an impediment yet.
Correct.
Yeah, then shuffle yourself over into the secret hallway and we'll figure it out from there.
Okay, I will do so. I'm also thinking Simulink doesn't need to breathe, so I can put him in the hole too. I will
doesn't need to
shuffle in
breathe,
the
yeah.
invisible door and realize I'm overthinking a simple thing and just shove him in there.
Okay. So Sleek and Simuleek are inside the secret passage there. I'm assuming Redatu and Mebly, you guys are staying close to the door in there. You're not maybe risking going down the hallway quite yet.
I'm not, no.
Okay. Scaldrus and Current are left in the dormitory there. Who is the next party member to go, or are you going at the same time?
Rock. I'm trying to think of
Paper.
the rock, sword, parchment.
Boulder parchment shears.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Boulder
Boulder,
parchment shears.
Cheers. Oh gosh, dang it. Okay. I'll go first.
Okay. Scaldrus is all disguised up, and I believe Scaldrus rolls deception a decent amount. Would you? I'm assuming you would go ahead for deception here to act like you belong.
Do I belong? Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah, no problem there. Scaldrus makes his way down the stairs and then down that central flight where Kildrak whispers the same thing to him. Any questions for Scaldrus, or does Scaldrus just pop into the secret passageway there?
Sorry, give me a second. Well, so wait, where is the door that we're debating about opening?
So outside of the inner sanctum, there is the main service door. To the left, hidden on the wall, is an illusory door that goes to a secret passageway. So everyone is going through the illusory door and hiding inside the secret passageway right now. There is also the main service door that goes down steps to the red carpet of sanitizing, and on the right there is a ventilation duct that a small character could fit inside of.
When I get there, I could wild shape to do something.
Can I do an investigation on myself to know if the desanitation room would have an effect on me?
Yeah, you could roll investigation for that. You, I believe that you would think it would not really have an effect on you. And it would affect you if, for example, you were under the effect of like fire shield, or you had an ongoing effect happening. But, or if you had death ward, that would certainly be affected. But I don't believe Scaldrus has death ward active.
Mine is like,
Yeah, you have
That's
a
weird.
glyph or something.
Yeah, R.I.P. all of Kildrak's careful prep.
Yeah, gift of the
Well,
protectors. Where it's just
depends
a
on how
book.
well you guys hold your breath.
What?
Because I was just thinking that myself.
And so yeah.
Mm. So if I go down the hallway that everybody else has gone, there's a door we still have to get in. But then there's
We
an
still
option
could
of,
get in. We don't have to get in.
can I go down the red hallway?
You would need a key to go through the service door.
Then we still need a key for the other hall or the other door.
Yeah, I'm. Mebley would Mebley have given Kildrak the key as he is doing the ushering here, or are you guys just like waiting on the inside of the door and opening it for him whenever he brings someone new?
Um. So, sorry. Is Kildrak? So I assume me and Red 2 are in the corridor. Is Kildrak out of the hallway, or is he?
So inside the secret passageway right now is you, Redatu, Salik, and Simulik. Kildrak has been waiting outside and leading party members to the secret door as they show up.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I'll lend him the key here and there. So
So sorry, would you have given the key to Kildrak then?
yeah. That's what I said.
Okay. Cool. Sorry.
Weird.
So Kildrak has a key, but he is invisible. So yeah, that's that. What is Scaldress thinking?
Somebody told me last session to be a little chaotic.
Who was
I'm
that?
feeling a little chaotic. I'll walk in or walk through the stairwell that we're going through to where all the other people are, right? That we're sneaking through a staircase, or
The service door leads to a downward staircase, and this secret passageway is a hallway that goes to horizontally to somewhere higher up, but still a part of the inner sanctum.
so wait, where were the people that we were trying to avoid?
We don't know. There's definitely one of them in the sanctum because Mebley and I stole the key from them. I say Mebley and I like I contributed to that endeavor. But yeah, there's at least one in the sanctum. Mostly we're just trying to regroup and get in there.
Oh, cool.
Hey Isaac.
Yes.
Mebley's feeling curious. Mebley kind of wants to. He wants to be a rogue right now. Is there a way to see what's on the other side of the corridor?
You can traverse your way down the corridor if you so desire. And I believe right around the time Scaldress shows up that Mebley's invisibility would end. I don't know exactly how long it was on Kildrak's. I think Kildrak's would last a couple minutes longer than Mebley's.
I gotta pull up the item because I used a potion. So I don't know which version of invisibility that potion gives you.
So if Mebly
1 hour.
wants to, okay, sweet. Mebly had the dust of disappearance, so his is a lot less, I believe.
It's my last pinch of pixie dust. So
Dang. So go ahead and Tom, roll stealth as you proceed down the hallway. Would you go down the hallway while still invisible, or after your invisibility expires?
I want to conserve my dust, so I think I'm just gonna try to be stealthy.
Okay, sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth.
Just normal stealth.
Yes. Okay, so Mebly is at the door at the other end of the hall. This 90-foot trek, I'm assuming it would take a decent bit of time. Like, Mebly's not going to just run down the hallway. So that's where Mebly is. What is Scaldrus doing?
Following pursuit. But like that I belong in that area. No matter who's watching.
Follow. You want to follow a devotee, or are you following Mebly down the passageway?
Devotee.
So one went through the service door a little bit ago. I mean, did you ask Kildrak to use the key to open up that other door?
Yes.
Go regroup with everyone.
I am so confused.
You're outside the secret passageway with an invisible Kildrak, who has a key to get into either door. It's just you two in the hallway at the moment.
So then which door are we needing to go through?
The secret.
I think it's on the left, technically.
Yes.
Cool. The left door.
Just step in there and start doing shenanigans with Mebly.
Okay. So
I
so
don't
yeah,
care if
as
it's
you
shenanigans, it just has to be with a friend.
Join the fun.
as you step in there, you see
Join the fun.
Mebly is by himself at the other end of the hallway, and I'm assuming either your passive investigation would, actually, yeah, I think your passive investigation would show you the dangerous, or the grates that make it so you want to be sneaky. But Mebly is at the end of the hallway. Do you want to like open that door and peek through it?
Why not?
So if Scaldrus is following Mebly, go ahead and roll stealth for Scaldrus.
Ah, great.
And what's Mebly doing? Are you just hanging out at the end of the hallway, or are you opening the door? And...
He's wanting to open the door and see what's on the other side.
Okay. On the other side of the door there. Yeah, I'll just put you guys all over here. Up in the top left there, you see, I guess I should like put a door here. The secret passageway comes in from the left of the room. There we go. So I'll open that up. You peek inside. There is an empty storage room. This storage room is full of alchemical substances, and flasks. If you would want to roll, medicine would be the most appropriate. You and Scaldrus could both roll medicine.
Isaac, there's 2 of us on the map. Versus.
Oh, oh, I never deleted the guys on the bottom.
There you go.
If you do, please don't get us. Please don't roll a 6.
Yes, you could also roll medicine,
Wow.
Andrew. Mebley is not quite sure about the contents of. There's just a lot of alchemical substances and flasks of unknown potions. Scaldrus, you can tell that the substances in here are dangerous. What is kept inside this room is not safe for general handling. So if you were to like sneak into the room and peruse them, you might find perhaps some useful potions if you want to hurt people. Not so much for healing or anything like that.
Like they're poison or.
Yeah, like bottles of green flame or poison or acid. Those are the sorts of things you would find if you do a deeper investigation and snag some of these.
Yeah, I'll take a couple.
Okay, so I'll drag everyone, the other 4, out of the room here. It's so weird because when you guys are like out, you are like just totally off the map. It looks strange from my perspective.
Well, they're
Probably
not.
doesn't really bother you guys at all.
I can't see anything, I don't think.
All I see is the
Same.
void.
You have
So,
to drag your map up toward the top.
yeah, if you go to the top left, you should be able to see. I'll like ping where you guys are at. You may have to click on your token. I don't know.
Oh, that's
Oh my-
cool.
Oh crap. Okay.
I
Yep.
was trying
Here
to
we are.
scroll out
Actually-
the whole time.
Andrew typing the word top helped show us where he was, and that helped a
Oh.
lot. Actually.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I will. Scaldrus and Mebley,
Huh.
you guys could roll both investigation and stealth
There
here.
we go.
Stab it.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. I love horrible potions.
Oh.
26 on stealth, 17 and 19 on investigation. And what is Scaldrus's stealth roll?
Yeah.
12. Okay.
Curiosity?
Okay. Yep.
Didn't help.
Okay.
13 on stealth. Let me see how many of these. Okay. There's like. Of course, there's 14 of these. Each of you please roll a d20. If you roll a 15 or above, you're gonna have to re-roll. Tom got a 1
Nice.
and a 14.
Oh.
Okay. So I will Tom,
Stop it.
you pick up a potion that definitely looks like a poison, and go ahead and roll medicine for me one more time, Tom. We'll see if you just like actually medicine with advantage, because as a rogue you would be experienced in poisons.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wait.
So I will go ahead and send you the
Oh.
description of the poison that you pick up, as well as the poison that Scaldrus picks up with that natural 20.
I love poison.
So that is. I sent it in your player notes. I'll DM you because that's what where you find it better. Okay, sent you that poison. 14. Okay, let me pull up one more poison description.
Oof. Dang.
Do-do-do. And Andrew, go ahead and roll medicine. Or Mebley can let you know what the poison is, but he would have to be quiet about doing so, or maybe you guys could go back in the hallway and discuss. With that, you can tell that your first trial was making a splash poison or acid. This is this is a poison, not an acid, that is some sort of splash or injury poison, but you're not quite sure about the specifics. And so yeah, with that, let's go back to our last and hopefully not least member to leave the dormitory. Current is probably the most nervous about this short, dreadful trek you have to make down a couple flights of stairs past some perhaps watchful eyes. There have been 6 party members who made this trek before you, going from these initiate dormitories where Arcbound devotees don't usually frequent, down to the Arcbound devotee area. So as you maybe try and quash your nerves, how does Current compose herself, present herself, as you make your way, trying to be nonchalant down the stairs?
I'm just going to walk as I normally do and try to perceive when people are looking versus not, and try to move when people are not paying attention.
Okay, so with that approach, I would say you could do a hard difficulty insight, or a medium hard difficulty insight, or a definitely hard difficulty perception check. We'll set it insight DC 18, perception DC 23.
Jeez.
I'll go for. Dang.
Oh boy.
With a
And
15
now it goes down
on
to
perception. Any modifiers? I mean, with the high DC that unfortunately a hero die wouldn't be able to get you across the edge.
I'll use my inspiration
Okay.
since I have one.
Hopefully you roll better than a 4 this time.
Yeah,
Hopefully way better than a 4.
dude.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm vaguely impressed, actually.
And with that inspiration, I believe you just straight up re-roll the die, so you're gonna get a natural 1. Or
Yep.
oh no, the new rule gives you advantage. That's fine. I like that. So a 15. No natural 1. Similarly to kind of what the Saliks encountered, but more quizzical this time. The unseelie satyr with his deep brown spiraling horns. He looks up, and he's got a quizzical look on his face, and he turns his whole chair your direction, and he says, "Hey, what business did you have in the initiate dorms?" You can tell that he's reacting like he's realizing multiple of you have gone down the stairs recently.
What
Say
do I
there was
know
more
about
be-
what do I know about the initiate dorms at this point in time?
It's where you guys were given rooms on, some of you on one side of the castle, some of you on the other side. And from what you know, the Arcbound devotees are usually more reclusive, staying out of sight. But they have been more active, at least in the heart of the castle, recently, bringing potions and ingredients to and from the grand pedestal.
I, I have no idea what to say.
You could always roll like insight to try and see like what answer he's looking for, maybe, or like
Let's
how
try that
you
one.
could. Dang, unfortunately,
This
you
isn't going well.
yeah, you're used to regular creatures of the woods, and certainly not a satyr that is of the unseelie, the darker fae. He's hard to read. So yeah, how do you respond to his question?
I was visiting one of the new arrivals, asking about the plant growth magic.
Go ahead. This one would definitely be a deception roll, and let's see. Similarly, this is going to be a hard deception roll, DC 20.
I have no plus, and I
oof.
rolled bad.
Dang. He stands up, and the steward on the other side of he's standing by the main entrance door to this area. He says, I don't think that is correct. That does not make any sense with what has been going on lately. Have you been fraternizing with an initiate? How do you respond to maybe try and cool the situation?
Is fraternizing with an initiate a bad thing?
Apparently.
Then I'm just going to lean into that and be like, "Oh no, you caught me."
Okay,
What?
You darn frats.
he was kind of leading you into it. So this is like something that may deserve punishment or whatnot. You're not entirely sure, but you could roll deception. Yeah, I think deception is the only thing that makes sense, unfortunately. This one, a DC 15 for him to believe you.
Okay, well, her streak is
Nice!
what? Dang. On the hair and the chin chin.
I know.
On this day of all days, you should be greatly ashamed of yourself. And Nina, go ahead and roll a D100.
Oh boy. I don't know what's worse, trying to roll for deception or rolling a
A
D100.
51. Okay, very, very middle of the road. Usually I would take record of this, but there's just too much going on lately, and you see like bags under his eyes. You're not sure if he's like tired or stressed, but you can tell he kind of doesn't want to deal with this. And the steward, presumably a lower level initiate himself, his jaw drops a little bit, kind of surprised that the satyr is not going to take down record of this incident. And he says to you, you should really keep your impulses in check. I can't believe you passed the path of the Arcbound with still being so impulsive and following your own desires. Shame on you, Acolyte. And he sits back down and once again sips his drink. He seems angry and flustered, but yeah.
I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry, and I promise it'll never happen again. And I walk away.
Go ahead and roll persuasion to kind of smooth things over with that.
Finally,
DC
something
20
I'm
will
proficient
really
in.
smooth things over. DC 15 would be decent. Below 15.
Oh
Are
Might be
you
bad.
kidding me?
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Oh man.
I just really want you to fight this clerk, dude.
As you say that and you start walking over towards that central staircase, the young steward standing by the staircase, he cries out, "This isn't right." Sorry, he says, stammering. I mean, we should hold ourselves to a high standard these days. And the satyr, he sits forward in his chair, and he says, "Young man, you should keep your tone in check. But yes, Acolyte, please, I insist. Tell me your name." And he
Was that a loud
pulls
cry?
open a drawer. What?
Like, could I have heard that from inside the invisible door? Was him like that little outburst loud enough?
Kildrak would definitely have heard that. Let's go ahead. The rest of the party, Kildrak, Salik, and Semulik, and Retatu can roll perception. Scaldrus and
Semulik's
Mebley
in the
are far
hole
too far
right now.
away. Oh yeah. So the three of you can do your own perception.
Oh,
Ooh, 13.
I got 26.
And what does Kildrak get? The one who is outside of the passageway.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So, Kildrak, you initially caught some glimmers of the conversation, and so listening in, you heard just a couple bits before the young acolyte had his outburst. And Retatu, you have kept your ears open, listening for any signs of something not going right. And you have actually been keeping along with the conversation pretty well. So Retatu knows right about what is going on. So do either Kildrak or Retatu try to step in immediately, or
I think I will actually.
Is message okay? If Retatu moves in that direction, I will cede to him.
yeah. So pulling the interior handle there, Retatu can briskly push open the door, and you're visible. You are wearing your disguise, and I don't think the satyr even like paid any attention to you. You totally blended in with the traffic, basically.
Word.
So yeah, what does Retatu do? Do you run up the stairs and say
Yeah, I'll
something?
go up the stairs and essentially say something of, "Where the hell have you been? We need you to finish the ceremony. Get over here." You know, that type of urgency. You know what's going on, right? Hurry up, let's get here. Get this done.
Okay. So, so current the satyr asked for your name. He insisted for your name, and before you could respond, you hear Redatu coming up the stairs. So Luke, go ahead and roll a deception for me. DC 20.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay.
So the satyr, he was going through a drawer. He might be like looking through files so he could file away this this evident breaking of the rules under your personal file as an Arcbound devotee, perhaps. And he stops going through the file drawer. So what does current say then in response to Reddit 2?
I'll be like, I'm sorry I got held up. I was trying to smooth over a situation.
The satyr's eyes narrow, and the it looks like the young male steward is kind of staring daggers at the satyr and at current. He obviously feels miffed, he thinks current is in a position of authority. He might be abusing it, for a relationship or something. And the satyr says, I mean, she wasn't just smoothing something over. She was in the initiate dorms fraternizing as an Arcbound devotee.
Fraternizing. We shall deal with this amongst ourselves. Thank you so much. And I want to also stare daggers at her.
Okay.
And I'm going to very obviously look uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't even think you need to roll for that. I think that makes a lot of sense. And Kurt will have no problem looking uncomfortable. So, the satyr nods and says, "All right, sir. Sorry to bother you. You are very busy, and I have the greatest respect for what you have been doing these past few months. Please take care of that situation." And the young steward kind of nods, and he feels a little vindicated.
Perfectissimo. I'll give them,
Perfect.
like the tiniest little bow, and then kind of like, I don't know, grab her or shove her so that she goes in faster.
And you guys make it back down the stairs. I'm assuming you just waltz right into the secret passageway there.
As they pass,
Yeah, basically.
Kiltrack says in a clearly disapproving voice, fraternizing.
Yeah.
Better than the truth, all right?
Wow, I can't imagine you fraternizing. Come on, you're better than that.
Oh my gosh.
Those discussing plant growth. Ugh. Kids these days. So, you all are inside the secret passageway now. Well, everyone but Scaldrus and Mebley. Is that far door open, like cracked to the storage room, Scaldrus and Mebley?
Yeah.
So, does the rest of the party want to make the careful trek down to the end of the hallway? Do Scaldrus and Mebley want to return to the secret passageway?
So I was AFK. What are the options again?
From your perspective, do you want to hang out in that storage room, or do you want to return to the probably more discreet location of the secret passageway?
I mean, I guess it would make sense to go back, unless there's anything else that Medley sees that's valuable here.
You could certainly spend more time looking for potions and whatnot. But I mean,
Okay.
this is a quite well-stocked storage room. Certainly, at some point, somebody's going to come in here for supplies. So
I just didn't
What do you
know if it was a dire need to regroup back to the party, or
We're all
it's-
here.
Yeah, kind of just a question. They're on the far side of that hallway. So how are you guys regrouping? Do you want to regroup in that storage room, back in the passageway?
I think I'm just standing as shallowly in the room as possible. I don't want to go deep into the room.
Into the storage room?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
to
just stepping just inside the door.
okay, you will have to roll stealth as you go down the 90-foot passageway with a few ventilation grates and whatnot.
I am going to move in the most Pink Panther exaggerated slow step motions possible. That's a 4. I'm going to like wings out, like foot takes 30 seconds to go to the next step type slow ass steps.
Okay, so um
Your
That
wings
is-
from the-
that is a very poor roll. And yeah, your taloned feet are not at all what it would be like quiet on this metal floor. But Redditu coming into this room did roll a DC 30 perception, and Redditu is also proficient in stealth. So Redditu could potentially intervene. It would be a DC 30 stealth check.
What
to-
My.
30 or stealth or acrobatics. Yeah, let's say stealth or acrobatics, perhaps. If you want to grab Salik before his talons clang fairly close to a grate there.
All right, let's see how stealthy I can be. Oh, that's amazing.
Well, we might live through this.
Would
Okay.
I be
Maybe I fall on
better
top of
if
you.
I like flew or hovered?
I don't. Unfortunately, in the 5-foot wide
Yeah.
hallway, I don't think
That's
you're gonna, be able to. So,
Hilarious.
Salik takes one step. It clangs. He steps another step toward a grate, and Redditu reaches out and unfortunately pushes Salik, and there's a clang, clang, clang as Salik catches himself.
That wasn't my fault entirely.
Scaldrus and Mebley, you go ahead and roll perception. Scaldrus and Mebley.
Great.
You're good at perception. aren't
I'm telling you right now to kind of ready in action. If anybody bursts in this door, I'm grabbing whichever party member's closest and pretending to make out with them. That's my plan. my go-to.
you? Wouldn't that be silly?
Okay.
I don't know.
So I'm giving the 4 of you outside the room 80 feet elevation to represent you are 80 feet from the door
Okay.
at the end of that long hallway. Scaldrus and Mebley, you both hear gasps and movement outside the storage area there. What do you guys do immediately? And you obviously hear Salik's clang.
Shove people right into the secret hallway again.
We're not anywhere close to you guys yet, are we?
Yeah, they're like 80 feet away from you down at the other end of the passageway. So you want to duck back in there?
Yes.
Okay. And Mebley, same thing?
Were there
Okay. You guys,
any doors in the storage room, or just that secret is the only way in and out there the secret passage?
at the bottom of the storage room, there's like a double door.
Double door. Okay, I think I misheard that or something.
Yeah, so I don't think I really described it. So I will move you 4 over here. And Scaldrus and Mebley are just inside the door. And I'm going to close that door so you guys don't see what's going on inside the room there.
Dun dun dun.
I'm not moving a muscle.
Is Mebley still invisible, or did that wear off? Or stop.
You hear a couple doors open.
I did hear them. That's scary.
Mebley and Scaldress. I know that was so satisfying.
You're welcome.
Ability wore off like a long time ago before I snuck in here.
Above us or below us?
The door is from the storage room, so down at the end of the hallway where Mebley and Scaldress are.
To the side.
Alright, so don't panic. You're disguised.
Let's go ahead.
Oh, true.
Salik, roll. Garrett, roll a d100 for me.
Get a wand. Do it. You won't. Oh,
74.
74.
Okay. And everyone in the hallway is visible and disguised, except for Kildrak. Kildrak is invisible. Scaldress and Mebley, you hear the whisperings of some acolytes, like, what's going on in there? And a key is inserted into that secret door that goes to the passageway.
Oh no.
Break the lock.
The door opens.
Hello there.
And this Arcbound devotee wearing the signature black robes with sort of a lightning bolt style lime green pattern all over the robes there. You see he has another devotee inside the storage room with him, and there's anxious whispers from outside the storage room as well. You guys have caught the attention of those inside there. He says, he looks a little confused. Hello there. Are you bringing ingredients from above?
Yes.
For the brownies?
Hey, all the way from Illinois.
We heard that we had to bring ingredients quietly and quickly down here. So we used the only path that we knew best.
Apologies. This is a bit gross to get this ingredient. I'm gonna lay out the hole, and I'm gonna reach in, and I'm gonna try to. I have a bone golem of some kind in there. I'm gonna try to like rip a chunk of undead out. Just any undead. I'm fishing for a chunk of nasty undead to hold it out. Like that's the ingredient.
Okay.
It's terribly disturbing.
Roll
Have you looked that
roll
far
a
down?
d6 for me, Garrett.
Oh boy. Please don't be a chunk of Simuleak. 1.
You pull out the one chunk of Simuleak. This portable hole is full of that headless spider that you acquired. Not
sweet. Okay.
the portable hole that you were necessarily intending. So do you just pull that whole sucker out of there?
I would like to rip off one of his 100 arms.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna command him to let me rip off an arm and have it out here.
Or just
Okay,
hand it to you or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna assist me in ripping off one of his bajillion little legs.
Okay, for that, go ahead and roll Arcana.
Okay, I'm really trying to bolster the deception here is the goal.
It's a valid goal.
Not 16.
Okay, with that Arcana, the headless spider cedes to your command, and right at like the shoulder pops off with a horrible noise that down the hallway they probably wouldn't like hear that awful popping noise. You pull out this massive leg that is at least 5 feet long, black and hairy, and they wrinkle their faces and say, "Oh, goodness. Oh my." So, Scaldress or Mebley, I would like one of you, to roll Deception with advantage.
Me.
This will be DC 20.
It's for all the marbles, folks.
Okay.
Oh, good. Very good.
They the closer one furrows his brow and says, I don't remember needing that ingredient, but I guess you could have brought it through here. Strange. Next time I would suggest just using a roving sled to carry that load for you. But please, come on inside. And the Arcbound devotees welcome you all into that storage area. And I think that is a good place to take a 5-minute break.
Thank you.
My little table in front of my computer table just broke.
What?
What?
This is supposed to be
How
attached
did
to the
that
thing
happen?
tilts.
Unfortunate.
Well, apparently it's not supposed to tilt forwards and backwards, and that was in fact the metal weakening. I gotta go find some
Alright.
piece of furniture from some other apartment and/or the trash now.
Dang. So, the party has been welcomed into the storage room, and I got too many pages out here. This is the page I want. And inside the storage room, there are many full shelves littered with dangerous-looking potions and whatnot. Through the open double doors, you see some stairs descending downward to a very open laboratory room. There is a large table in the middle of that room with a scatter of tools and half-built gadgets. And that you can presume that these 4 acolytes here were focused on that in their research before you guys came along. At the bottom of that room, there are 3 large tanks. And there's not a great... Okay. So these 3 large tanks are full of this shimmering black liquid. And the party can all see it. So you could go ahead and just do a group Arcana or History check. Either one works for this.
Sorry, which one again? Arcana.
Arcana or History. Everyone can roll.
28.
Got a lovely 12. Ooh, that was very crispy sounding. Who popped that?
That was, dude. We got to get that into a Coke ad or something.
Dude, yeah, that was great. That made me thirsty just hearing it.
Good, that's what I was going for. Scaldrus and Mebley, the black substance that is just slowly swirling in these large tanks, not unlike the way the red liquid of a potion of healing kind of naturally swirls in the bottle. That reminds you exactly of the ichor, the blood of the demon lord of Vermin and Annihilation, Obox Ob, and Salik and Current and Kildrak. You guys knew that Paracelsian had collected 3 tubes or whatever they called it, 3 tanks of the essence of annihilation that you learned was the blood of Obox Ob. And that is certainly what is being kept inside these tanks down here at the bottom of the experimental laboratory. And Current and Salik, you are not entirely sure, like, if you were to break those, like, how you might do that. You could further investigate that if you so desired. But you're quite positive that even just the blood of Obox Ob, I mean, you've seen his blood spill before, and it kind of hisses and sizzles and just eats into the ground as you saw his blood shed in the abyss. If these tanks were to rupture, I mean, this is what remains of Obox Ob in the multiverse, as far as you know. And the thought of that blood sizzling through the floor and escaping just kind of brings a sick feeling to your stomach. And you don't really want that to happen. I would say is probably what you feel. So, Mr. Arcbound Devotee that is welcoming you in there says, all right, you large group here. Lucian, would you please take this leg to where it belongs? He says to another one of the devotees there.
I will hold the leg out in offering.
Lucian will approach, and he has a very puzzled expression on his face as he takes the leg from you. And then he just turns and walks off with it, and muttering to himself, like, "But what are we supposed to do with this?"
He knows where the leg goes.
Well, the six of you are here now. Please join us in our preparations. And so he will invite you to come down the stairs with him. You guys can all arrange yourselves on the side of this table here in the laboratory.
Now, once we get in this room, there's no more cleansing magic, correct?
You heard that the sanitation happened in the entrance on the red carpet.
Okay. Moving further in, I would like to reach in and pull Simalik out, and I'll kind of mutter like half to myself in quotations, and say, "Just one moment. Had to take extra precautions. Need my work partner and the other half of my brilliance. One moment," and I'll pull him out so he's next to me.
Okay, there's 7 of you. So as you guys all file out into this experiment room, this devotee who welcomed you in shouts over to the main room there and says, "Erasmus, we're about to hit capacity for workers in here. Just be ready at the emergency station, of course. More hands, more chance of issues." Erasmus over here down at a terminal nods and says, "Yes, of course. I'm ready in case anything happens." So as you guys step out into the experiment room, you see down into the main room here. And at the center of the main hall of the inner sanctum is the great Arcanite reactor, a massive contraption full of the glowing green sacred substance. There are like controls terminals around at the bottom, many different stations, and then a fancy set of terminals up on a balcony behind the reactor that are currently not being manned by anyone. Across the way, you see some stairs leading up to a closed door. This one not a double door, so like a single door. Like Paracelsian probably wouldn't even fit into that door. And oh yeah. Aside from the various nondescript devotees, let's go ahead. Luke, could you roll a d4 for me? Or d6. I guess
A
either one is-
D6.
Yeah, d6 would.
I got a 1.
Manning a terminal right at the bottom of the reactor. In the main hall there is an Arcbound devotee that you all recognize. The tired Carlisle is manning a terminal.
And she's thirsty.
Oh yeah, she always wants to drink the sacred substance.
Uh-huh.
But of all Arcbound devotees, she could potentially see past your disguises. So she has kind of interacted with you and knows of your group.
Oh, that's a good point too.
So yeah, taking that all in, the devotee who welcomed you says, well, you all must typically run the day shift. I am Octavian, and please just go pick up whatever station you typically run during your shift and help out where you can, if you would all be so kind. And just kind of watching you guys go to your work, Octavian will resume helping these other guys around the experimental table here.
When you said the what was his name, Erasmus or something, who was at the emergency switch, which one is that exactly?
Yeah,
Is it this
let me double triple check the map of this thing to tell you exactly where the sort of emergency switch. Oh boy. This is a big map. Oh, okay. Got it. So actually I will this one up here, and I'm just gonna like start naming these guys. Erasmus is the sole devotee on the balcony, actually. So whatever
Oh,
emergency which must be connected to the terminals up on the balcony there. So yeah, what do you all do? Thaddeus is he is gonna go down the stairs over here and look around for a moment before heading down and up some stairs below. He's gonna try to figure out what to do with this leg that you guys brought.
That's very
I
fair.
am going
He's got a leg up
to
now.
look. I'm gonna look at everyone, and I'm gonna try to surreptitiously, kind of with my hands below my waist, like twitch my fingers, kind of like to try to send a message that I've got itchy fingers to cast spells. When do we start shooting? Kind
What
of questioning, they're looking at everyone.
does
I'm going
the
to.
Oh.
Yeah, keep going.
what does the control system for the Arcanite reactor look like? Do we have any access to it on this side?
That's what I was wondering.
So there are many controls terminals for the Arcanite reactor. This is sort of like a furnace. over here in the experiment room, but you've got a controls like terminal, I'll call it, over here, and then we'll call these little control stations all scattered around the bottom. And then there's the fanciest looking control terminals on the far side of the reactor, where Erasmus is just piddling around.
All right. I did not interact with Carlisle at all.
Nope. I did quite a bit, actually.
So, I am going to walk over toward the reactor. I want to see as much of them using the controls as I can in a short time. I am expecting this to go south, like super soon.
Yep.
If I can get Scaldrus or Reditu's attention, am going to kind of tilt my head toward safety station guy. Because we want someone up there if we can get it.
Cool.
I'm gonna kind of gesture towards Scaldrus as well to kind of emphasize, like, yeah, I think you should do it, because I don't know if I can get past Carlisle.
Okay, so Kildrak will position himself at a control station. Yeah, go ahead and take up any control station that you want to focus on.
Yeah, what does this first one here look like?
These have fairly simple knobs and dials. It would, like, investigation could work. Yeah, probably investigation or maybe arcana.
They are the same. Oh, not a 2. Thankfully.
You can assume that these terminals serve some sort of purpose, and that, like, if no one was manning them, the reactor might not be able to work at full capacity or something. That's the general gist you get of it. And you can kind of tell, like, oh, this might be a button to, like, slow the flow or slow the reaction. This might, like, speed up the reaction or open a valve. Just basic stuff like that.
So eventually we want this thing to start running away.
Mm-hmm.
Does Kildrak know that running away is a thing that a reactor can do? Maybe the more simple make super hot is what he's going to go for. Which is, I mean, the same thing.
Super hot.
Yeah,
I didn't know what you were talking about when you said that, so I was like, what?
that's fair.
I thought you meant
I like
running
the
away
mid
like
super
the
hot.
castle's running away.
Me too.
What?
The castle's moving. I don't know.
And so while Kildrak goes down into the main hall here, Kildrak sees a couple more terminals up towards the top, and those terminals are connected to a sort of generator-looking thing. Yeah, this generator has like, there's like blue arcs of energy in some sort of like energy making process happening over here on the far side. And there's a couple acolytes manning those terminals. Aside from that, behind Kildrak and to the left there, there's an acolyte standing by a sigil room. Go ahead and roll a medium DC, 15 Arcana. Josh, as Kildrak sees the sigil room.
I have no idea what this sigil is.
Yeah, you're not entirely sure the purpose of the sigil. You see at the opposite end of the place a door, the small single door. Oop. There are stairs going down from the main hall into a like submerged area where there is just standing water down there in this like, pool.
There's what? Okay.
Yeah, just
And then finally you see
God dang
oh
it.
there's supposed to be a helper over here.
If I had my dust, it could just absorb all of the water, and then wow, we would have a runaway.
Oh man, that would be
Dang.
the dust like would actually have like done something for once. But in this far chamber up attached to the balcony, you see an enormous machine containing 6 strange implements. Okay, so we can have you guys roll for the implements. Who else is Scaldrus going to be up on the top balcony with Erasmus there?
Yes.
Okay. You guys, in this stage of positioning yourselves, you won't have to roll deception or performance or anything. The acolytes are focused on their tasks. So, Andrew, you can position Scaldrus over at this terminal by Erasmus. Thaddeus is over here by that large machine in the bottom, talking with the other acolyte and waving this large hairy spider leg around. Okay, so we've still got what is Current doing? Does Current want to go to a certain place or hang out in the experiment room, investigate something?
Not. Sure. I accidentally selected sleek. I'm looking at my spells to see what shenanigans I can do. Is there a drain for the water?
You could head that way and investigate the area.
Yeah, I'll investigate the water.
So go ahead and I will drag you off this way and down towards that entrance with the red carpet. You also pass by the room with the sigil and towards the water. You can probably like for a short time examine the water without drawing suspicion.
Okay.
And how about Mebley? Mebley has had some interactions with Carlisle, so you could try and like just get by her without drawing any attention to yourself.
Remind me who she is again.
She was watching over the Fountain of Progress all the times you went into the heart of the castle. And
okay.
so yeah, she was like one of the first people you interacted with inside there, and she told you and Retta to try out the that first trial in the Sundered Lab. Yep.
Is she the one that gave a fake name, or is that someone else? I remember
You might have given her a goofy name because she was basically being punished because she had tried to drink the sacred substance, but I don't remember what, if you did, what name you gave her. Is there any area that is interesting to Mebly that you want to go check out in particular?
Where is she again? Is she?
She's right outside that experiment room. We're standing at a control station. So if you walk by without drawing too much attention to yourself, she might not even like look up to see you. But you are, if you want to go most anywhere in this place, you will have to walk by her pretty much.
I'll go to. You said the chamber behind her, or
I mean, there's. So if we put you over here, there's all sorts of things.
yeah, I
in
can't
this
zoom out
place.
this map for some reason.
Oh yeah, you should be able to zoom out a decent amount, but there's
There we go. There we go.
far to your right a generator. Down below, a strange machine where Thaddeus is waving the leg around and arguing with another acolyte. Down and back here, there's this sigil. Of course, there's the reactor in the center of the room with controls terminals all around it. Ooh, okay, Mebly wants to head that way. You want to like
South,
investigate
yeah.
the entrance area, or just kind of stay there and observe the people?
Is there anyone else down south of me, like through this entrance? Or
No other people coming through the entrance. Just looks like
okay.
you've got a few up on the balcony. And the ones that you have
Okay.
passed.
While I'm in this, now that I think about it, while I'm in this position, am I able to chime in and kind of listen into what our names?
Carlisle or someone else?
Yeah, what they're arguing about with the leg and stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh.
So these guys are arguing way down here, and there's a couple staircases that go up to the balcony. One in the middle of the room there, and one from the entrance hall. So yeah, if Mebly wants to go up in that way, Mebly will head and let's go ahead and have Mebly roll investigation, Tom. DC 15 will get you a little information. DC 20 will get you a good amount of information. Out of here, okay, 20. So this machine here has 6 compartments. These are strange. I mean, you wouldn't really know what a pistol is, but these are strange pistol-like weapons. And actually, you could roll history. It would be like a DC 20 history or arcana to like really tell what these things are.
Mebly's not too proficient in either one, but I'll try history just for good looks.
You can tell there's some sort of ranged weapon, and you're not sure exactly how they work, but this contraption must be some sort of like charging station for them. You can assume it's charging them up with energy. So if you were to snag one, it might be decently damaging. And so, what are the Saliks doing?
How tall are the vats of Oboxob blood?
Those tanks are like 6 or 7 feet tall, and you like the volume of them is massive, so you can tell that they can't just be like straight up Obox Ob blood. There's got to be some sort of ingredients, whatever, in there. But Obox Ob is definitely a key component of that essence of annihilation.
Is
And
there anywhere I can stand in the room where I can see Carlisle and the liquid of the vats from an above angle at the same time? Like if I was standing in the balcony here, could I see the
from this side of the balcony you could see the vats and Carlisle below you.
We are going to go over there then.
So yeah, you guys can follow Skuldress. And then what is... Yep.
Wrap past to like stand there.
Yeah. And Retatu, who had the most face-to-face interactions with Carlisle, what is Retatu doing for the time being?
Yeah, probably don't want to go by the reactor since Carlisle is focusing on that and looking in that direction. So I guess I'll be finagling with some of these, or not finagling, but inspecting, I guess, the forge stuff.
Yeah. So Retatu is just hanging out up there. Josh, I had you roll for the sigil, right?
Yeah.
So everyone else, Salik, Current, and Skuldress, go ahead and roll Arcana for me.
You want Reddit 2 to roll something or no?
You cannot see the sigil room.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I rolled something good tonight.
Dang. Hey, it was a long time
Very
coming.
nice. Oh my gosh. And Garrett rolled a 19 for an unnatural 30. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The runes on this sigil match exactly the runes that you saw all around the Grand Alchemist's grand pedestal. And you are quite certain that this would function as a sort of teleportation circle. And Salik, you are very aware of the teleportive lockdown that is in effect within this castle. And so this teleport circle must function as like Paracelsian can teleport between the pedestal and here and vice versa with no restrictions or anything. And actually, you can tell that with the double stairs coming down there, that must be Paracelsian's main entrance into this room, because all of the other doors and hallways that you have seen as entrances were at their narrowest about 5 feet wide, and Paracelsian wouldn't even fit into those. Surely he could manipulate his size, but I mean, that would, for someone with such a high opinion of themselves, that would seem out of character for him to like shrink every time he goes into his inner sanctum.
I will take note of it, unsure what to do with that information at this moment.
And then Current, you could roll nature, examining that water, or so let's see.
What about perception?
Perception, to glean the most useful information from perception, I would say is probably a DC 30. Nature would be DC 15.
Wow.
You could roll Arcana, DC for that would be 20. any one of those skill checks.
What about
Um,
medicine?
keeps
Just
you-
check.
Medicine would be. That would also be a DC 20.
I'll go with that.
Okay, sure. With a 29 in medicine, in the area so nicely dubbed the pit, strange stairs descend into a lower area filled with bubbling green water. With your high medicine, you can tell that this water is radioactive. You unfortunately do not see a drain that would like clear out that area, but you do see many large pore spouts and higher up, like drains higher in the wall above the level of the water there. So you could imagine that this radioactive water could potentially flood the whole laboratory, at least the lower areas. Not the balcony. The balcony is like 20 to 30 feet above.
Okay. Interesting.
So yeah, and I mean, with that high medicine check, I will tell you that like mechanically, if you start your turn in contact with the water, you will be affected by some negative things because the water is dangerously radioactive.
Thinking about tossing somebody in that water now.
Oh no!
Can I
That would be rude.
use... What would happen if I used that water for tsunami? Would that work?
I think tsunami would probably like summon clean water.
Damn. Would be funny.
Yeah, 'cause a wall of water just springs into existence. So
I just want to note that radioactivity hurts us as well as all of our friends.
I mean, I'd tell
would
you to
say
move.
like if you wanted to try that, Nina,
Out of the
you
way of the
could.
tsunami?
Like
Yeah.
typically tsunami just it kind of like I would say it basically opens a little portal to the elemental plane of water and a bunch of water flows out. But if you wanted to like direct your tsunami in a way to like splash everything with the radioactive water, you could try to bend the spell that way with a certain arcana check.
All right, I'm gonna walk back to the rest of the group, confident that I have a plan.
Okay.
Hildrak is going to start trying to push the reactor temperature up. I am not well versed in these controls, but we're going to
Excellent.
try our hardest.
Trying to heat up the reactor. I think that would be either survival or investigation.
They are both bad, in case you were wondering.
I mean, DC 15 might start getting you in the right direction.
Yeah, that's a 5. Hold on, let me see what resources are available to me.
Okay.
I don't want to spend my inspiration on a straight roll.
Would I be able to give him some bardic inspiration by any chance?
I think to effectively give him some bardic inspiration, you would have to call out to him like, "Oh, you're pressing the you should press that button or something," which could draw attention to yourself. So that's up to you.
All right, Kildrak will just fiddle with the controls and fail.
Yeah, with Kildrak fiddling on the controls there, your neighbor, Alaric, he comes over and he says, "Oh no, that won't do. he presses and holds a button for about 3 seconds next to the button that you tried pressing to heat up the reactor, and he says, "You day shifters," and he just shakes his head and says, "Be careful, okay?"
I'm going to glower at him a little bit, but hold my tongue.
Okay, so everyone has gotten into position. I will say, Tom, in this area in the bottom where you are, where would Mebley like to end up? Do you want to end up close to a container that has one of these pistol-looking devices?
This looks intriguing.
Sure. Yeah. So. Sure. Yeah. So the 6, I'll say these, gray containers. These 4 gray containers on the outside, and then a couple compartments on the inside there. You can like step in the middle. Have the we'll call them pistols for now. It's not quite what they are, but it's a good enough descriptor. And I will call that place the armory. So I'll put a little label over there. Okay, so I think everyone's actually in position. Does anybody have an itch to do a certain thing at this moment?
I'm going to keep on doing what I'm trying to do.
I do have a laser rifle in my inventory.
You have
Does,
what?
Oh shit!
does
You have a
anything in this
laser.
bin? Does anything
Okay,
in
so
this
that
It's been
bin?
forever
like,
since you got
Can it
that.
give me?
Holy shit.
Is there like anything in this bin that could enhance it somehow, or?
Yes, this would be a charging station to recharge the battery cell in your your laser rifle. And so yeah, I totally forgot that you know that these are plasma rifles. That they might not function the exact same as your laser rifle that you have, but very similar.
So,
and that's exactly what is here in the armory. you could just pull out your laser rifle and try to start charging it.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying
Okay.
to find the description because it's been eons since I've used this.
Yeah. If you don't have it in your character sheet, I have a plasma rifle weapon made up as a dragon item, just in case you guys snagged any of these. So, if it's not in your sheet right now, we could give you that, so you know exactly what it does.
Sounds good.
So yeah, Mebley's
Yeah, I
pulling
don't
that.
have it listed.
Gonna place it in the charging area. Thaddeus is still arguing with his little friend over here, so they're not like super questioning you. Anyone else doing anything in particular at this moment?
I specifically want to try and talk to people to make sure they know what I plan to do and get them out of the way.
That is a very good point. So yeah, who would you start with informing of your plan?
Probably Kildrak, because he's gonna be the most upset about it.
Okay. So you can walk around the stairs there, and how do you? Are you just gonna like whisper to him, or?
I'm just gonna be like, I have a plan. Get everyone off the floor.
Gosh.
That's an incredibly ominous thing to be told, but what do you want me to do? Alright. Yep, she gets no response from me.
Okay.
Cool.
Nina, go ahead and just roll an easy stealth check as Alaric is kind of keeping an eye on Kildrak.
I'll kind of make a irritated shooing motion.
Yeah, Alaric doesn't seem particularly concerned with your hushed speaking with Kildrak. So where does Current go to next?
Yeah. I will go over to Skuldress.
Okay, you ascend the stairs.
I'm gonna be like, I have a plan. Get off the floor. Stay away from the water.
Go ahead and roll stealth with advantage this time. Whispering the message to Skaldris. And all right, and then I would like you to roll a D100 before continuing.
Why do I keep getting the D100s? They're freaking me out.
Okay. Do you continue along the balcony to the Sleeks then?
Yes.
And the Sleeks are just kind of observing the goings on.
Yep.
I'm gonna be like, I have a plan. Get off the floor. Do not touch the water.
I also have a plan.
Then
Sort
let's
of.
do it at the same time and see what happens.
All right.
Then I'll move forward to Regitu.
Okay. Let's have Salik and Current both roll stealth with advantage.
Oh boy. A 6. Nah, I'm using inspiration on that. I want
Okay.
it. I'm set up.
Yeah, that's a brutal advantage roll.
I accidentally rolled with advantage again, but
Oh
fuck
my
me, dude.
Gosh.
You shouldn't have come talk to me. Should have let me be. Fuck.
Unfortunately, Erasmus, he sees your whispered conversation, and he says, "Hey, what are you three doing over there? Speaking of a plan, there is no plan but the plan." And he looks a little on edge, and he's on edge. The devotees at the generator controls kind of look up at you, and so does Carlisle, who does not seem to immediately recognize you. But how do you respond to Erasmus there?
Calm yourself. All I had intended is that when Paracelsian arrives, I had spent some time gathering extra oddities and, well, I was going to plan a surprise to gain notoriety for myself, and now you're forcing me to play my hand and appear much more inexperienced of a novice than my magical craft would dictate. So, thanks for that. It was going to be a whole big surprising deal, and just the moment's gone now. I have to think of something else.
Go ahead and roll deception. The DC for this deception roll is 15.
Oh boy. Okay.
Got him in
That's
his
11.
position.
Can I help him?
Please.
I'm not that I'm any better at deception, but be like, I'll just pipe up and be like, yeah, we were just trying to get some notoriety. Be cool. Sorry, I feel awkward now.
Excuse me.
I
I think they're supposed to be up here. They were gonna be, coming and seeing how we work this facility so that we may be correctly prepared for the upcoming plan that is very important to fully follow through.
Okay. Skull just steps in to lower the suspicion and everything. Andrew, go ahead and this will be a DC 20 deception with disadvantage.
Ew.
Oh man.
As
I do not think that.
oh my gosh.
Holy shit!
Wow, that's insane.
This is why I stepped in, because I was like, I have a plus 15.
Erasmus
that's-
is Erasmus moves his left hand away from a red button that his hand was hovering over, and he shakes his head and he says, "Okay, well, I'm sorry, I haven't interacted with you all much, but could you please, to the Saliks and Current," he says, "could you please vacate the balcony?" I mean, he turns back to Skull, just, "Thank you for knowing what you're doing. These ones, I mean, I don't think you all should be up here."
Okay, I understand, and I'll go away.
I whisper to you.
Okay,
Isaac.
so I think Current was going back to Redditu there.
Yep.
If I can, but well, I'm gonna filibuster with words for like half a minute if I can,
Why?
because I'm in a good spot I need to stand in, and I don't want it fucked. The whole plan of what I'm planning to do gets a little ruined if I have to move.
Okay, so Andrew, with your Arcana check, you are pretty sure that if necessary, if you desired to take that action, Erasmus could potentially be charmed. And if you want to do that right now while Salik is fumbling, might be a decent time to step in again.
Actually, sorry, teleportation magic is locked down, but that doesn't stop stuff like Vortex, Warp, Misty Step, or Dimension Door, right?
You know that your dimension doors worked.
Okay.
Yeah, you could roll Arcana again for that.
A lot.
Yeah, with that Arcana check, you know that there is a teleportation restriction that prevents you from going in and out of the castle, and probably from even like between different areas of the castle. Like if you wanted to teleport right into the dorms, the cafeteria, that might not work. But like Simulik was able to dimension door into the castle from outside on a place that's like supposed to be an actual entrance where acolytes get in for the path, and you're pretty sure teleportation within like this room should work.
Okay, just making sure.
So yeah, with that, do you want to try to roll more deception, or is Skull just gonna like charm this dude or do something else?
How much longer are we gonna dick around in this room before we kill people?
Hold your horses.
For why and for how long?
I am going to cast compulsion on him.
Okay.
And how will that help out?
He will be compelled.
Compelled.
Compelled?
Jeez, I didn't realize my wisdom saving throw is ridiculous. Holy crap.
Okay, so from the balcony up there, Andrew, go ahead and make a you're pretty high up. Just go ahead and make a stealth check to prevent others from around seeing it. The difficulty of this is not too hard because you're high up on the balcony, thankfully. Okay. And who?
Hold on.
Yep. I won't tell you the DC of it, but it is basically the passive perception of these guys.
Charm of Fates.
Oh, okay.
Roll well.
So that's a 9 total. And a hero point.
Oh, okay, cool.
To a solid 14. Okay. I mean, that's a lot better than 5. That is for dang sure. And you are targeting Erasmus and just Erasmus, right?
Yes.
Let's see these guys' wisdom saves. Let me just make sure there's nothing. They don't have any extra bonuses. Probably not. Okay.
Let's go.
He
Oh shoot, their wisdom sucks. Good to know.
Oh gosh. Okay, so you're just gonna make him start running?
Yeah, he has to take his full. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of like mumbly bumbly, like not like a perfect. I don't know if I have that range or if it's just like a straight line.
You could. Erasmus is not the most like mentally strong person, I guess. He doesn't have a ton of mental fortitude. So you could roll an Arcana to try and make him like move in a specific manner as well as the direction.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm confused. That spell doesn't charm somebody. It just forces them to go their full speed. So can't he just yell, "Hey, why are you controlling me?" while you're doing that?
Oh, that is fair.
He's not charmed. He knows you're doing it. All you're doing is forcing him to move his full speed.
That is a very good point.
Unless
So he
I'm
does
reading
just-
wrong, which
he
I
would
tend to
know
read
that-
spells wrong.
Yeah, you're compelling him to move just around. So
Oh,
do you have
I thought it was
another
actually-
type of spell? Yeah, actually like a charm type thing.
Does paralyze make somebody quiet or no? Or they can still yell?
Yeah. Aside
do
from
a-
like when he falls to the floor, you can try to catch him. Wait, hold person isn't the worst thing to try to do here.
Yeah, hold monster. Cause him to just levitate? That'd be hilarious.
You want to use one of those spells on him?
Oh. How does sleep work?
Yeah, it just puts him to sleep if his hit points are low enough.
I have no clue what his hit points are.
So, while Scaldress is figuring that out, go ahead and roll deception. I think again for Salik. And I'll say that Scaldress made a save earlier. You can have Simuleak help Salik with this deception roll.
Okay. 2.
Gosh.
I just needed to be in a corner and left alone.
I am most sorry, but I really don't think you should be up here on the balcony. Now, maybe next week you can hang out on the balcony and do all you want, but not today, not now.
Sorry.
Where is Current at this point? Did that buy enough time?
She at this point we'll
Could
say
I
she's
have,
like at the bottom of the stairs on her way to Redditu, unless she wanted to like change course.
So,
No.
to be clear, we're in this room now. All I know is that everyone's scattered throughout the room, and Current said, "Hey, we have a plan." And now everyone, by everyone I mean Carlisle and Erasmus, are both looking at me standing at the balcony, right? And Scalders is like intently staring at Erasmus doing something in his mind.
Yeah, they Carlisle and the generator control devotees were all kind of looking up at you, and Erasmus is asking you to leave the balcony. Asking you to leave.
It's difficult for me to dumb this down to acolytes level. The prefunct of the Arcana ley lines in this aspect of the layers in Gehenna are such that this is the precise spot given the ambient factors and magical considerations required for me to perform my abilities given to me by Paracelsian himself best. And I really don't like to pull the favorites card, but once again you're forcing me into uncomfortable situations and I just wish you'd leave me alone. Is there any shot I can make a really hard Arcana check to befuddle him into leaving me the fuck alone for like? I just want to buy like another minute. This isn't to completely fool him. This is just to like stall with a different type of stalling.
You could make a confuse Erasmus. I think it would be a DC 30 Arcana check.
Okay.
Oh my.
I know it's a long shot. I'm just trying. Yep. Okay.
Gosh.
Okay.
It rolled from an 18.
Yeah. In response to the filibuster and some more lies, Erasmus is going to go ahead and hit the red button on his control panel.
Wait.
Yep.
Am I
I'm
able
sailing
to
straight into
I'm
the air.
immediately casting Tsunami.
Wait. Can I do levitate before any of that happens?
Well, so we will. None of you guys had prepared actions, and I don't think you would
I had
have
prepared
had.
actions.
Oh, okay. I don't think Current and Scaldress would have had prepared spells because, like, any round that you hold a prepared spell and don't cast it, you still expend that spell slot. What was Salik preparing?
Both of the Saliks are gonna fly 15 feet in the air from that spot.
Okay.
And as it seems more and more tenuous, I wanted to hold a Glove of Invulnerability and Vortex Warp against Carlisle. Vortex Warp from Salik and Vortex Warp from Simulik.
Okay. So I would say to hold your actions at the right time for both Salik and Simulik. Like we'll say you go up 15 feet in the air, and if you get a DC 15 or higher on Insight, you will be able to cast those spells before initiative.
Simulik.
Okay.
Did.
So Simulik has a Globe of Invulnerability.
He's the one who had Vortex Warp.
Oh, okay. So, starting off with a saving throw from Carlisle. Man, poor Carlisle. She was only nice to you. There it is. Constitution save. What is
DC 22.
the targeted? Where are you trying to warp her to?
Into the vat of the essence of annihilation to immediately
What?
dunk her in there.
Oh my!
Yeah, so I needed to stand here. I just needed to fucking stand here. That's all I needed to do.
Pretty awesome.
It apparently was the most difficult task in the room.
Okay, so the go ahead and just roll a let's see here. If you get DC 20 or higher on Arcana, you can vortex warp her into the liquid. Because without having to squeeze kind of makes that tenuous, being able
said
to
it's
teleport
large.
her into the.
You said it's a large, like, open vat, right?
Yes, it is big enough to hold her, but it is full of liquid right now, completely full. So I think that
Yeah,
would
she
still.
teleports to stand on the surface of it. There's no lid, so she immediately just sinks in. I can't teleport her into a liquid. It has to be on the surface.
Oh,
and then
sorry, no, the tanks are closed on top. I guess I never stated that.
Oh.
But like for example, if the lab were flooded, the top of the tanks would be considered high ground.
Or
Did not
in
think
a
that
liquid.
would come into.
So, can I see into the tank, into the liquid then?
Kind of, not really, but if you want to like just send her into it, you could try Arcana for that.
Okay.
Otherwise, probably you could still send her over the nasty water in the pit. Okay.
I'm glad I rolled high enough. I would have picked a little different had I known that, but let's see how this works. Let me dissolve her in there.
Simuleek vortex warps Carlisle, and she just disappears. I don't think. Reddit 2, if you want to roll perception, you can, but I don't think anyone would really notice what exactly happens to her. It's like she disappeared.
I will attempt to perceive.
Reddit 2, you watch Simuleek cast vortex warp, and she disappears in kind of like a twist of space, and you see on the side from within that tank of the essence of annihilation, the black paw that slowly disintegrates, and then you see a little like paw print of bone before it disappears. So let's go ahead and roll.
I'm gonna give Simuleek a little thumbs up.
Roll initiative.
Yeah. I forget. Do you want me and Simuleek to roll different or just go on the same turn?
You can go on the same turn unless you want to be separate.
I'd prefer to twin with him, if that's alright.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
go.
Rolling everything so low.
Wow, we're all gonna be
Jesus
like
Christ.
3, 4, 2.
Dude, the second
Remember,
we walked
did
in
you
the room,
crit on
that
that?
was my plan the entire time. It was just boop, drop her in there.
Not
I
20.
need to.
Oh my god.
I accidentally rolled a Skuldress. My bad.
I'll set one of these guys off the map, and he will be the one with initiative. Okay. Medley, you are first to act. Your laser rifle is in your hands. You had like just placed it into the charging station. You watch like these satisfying green lights going up the side there, and you're like, "Oh man, I'm charging up my plasma cell," but then some craziness happened. So you've got
Holy
Thaddeus
shit, take place
and
again.
so that was happening over on the other side of the main reactor.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as stuff goes down, Thaddeus and the other devotee with him are immediately suspicious with you, and they're in the armory. You think if they get a chance, they're probably going to go to grab a plasma rifle for themselves.
I will. Let's see. I will cast. Sorry, I'm trying to think what actually makes logical sense. Because I am thinking of using the mission door to escape from here to possibly rejoin some of the parts of the team.
Yeah.
Or yeah, let's go ahead and just
and
do it at this point.
Current did not get a chance to update Mebley with her plan, did she?
Nope.
All right.
That is true.
And Tom, I'm now seeing the plasma rifle does a decent bit more damage than your laser rifle. And since you had a bit to charge yours up, I'm just going to replace the laser rifle in your inventory with a plasma rifle.
Nice.
So that is now in your inventory, and you can shoot the plasma rifle if you so desire.
$3d10. That's definitely an upgrade than 3d8.
Woo.
Yeah, and that's not all.
What's-
It also does 48 acid damage on top of that.
Oh, I'm just now seeing that. Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
So do you want to hang out in the armory or get to the center of the room with your friends?
What was Current's plan?
Mebley is not sure. You just know that there's some stuff going down in the middle of the room, and you're the only one in the armory with these two enemies who are looking to arm themselves.
Go ahead and cast Dimension Door. And
All right, where is Mebley heading?
Into the vat.
Do not go into the vat.
Yeah, dimension door into the tank of the essence of annihilation. Hey, for once, a session name actually makes
party.
sense. Like you guys used the essence of annihilation for something. Here, do you want me to just? I'll drag Mebley to the center of the
I'll
reactor in the middle of the room, and you can put wherever you want Mebley to end up. Put him.
I'll just be on the stairs next to Kurt and alongside Kodrak.
Okay. Cool. So that is your action, I believe. Any other things Mebley does? Bonus action or anything else?
My foundry just crashed.
Oh man.
Cool.
Dang. And do you want to just like take the dodge action with your bonus action?
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
All right. So Mebley is down there on the stairs. Pop out our combat tracker. Current is next in initiative.
All right. We know my plan. I'm gonna cast tsunami.
Okay. So go ahead and place the measured
Yeah,
template for tsunami, and that will go in a certain direction from where you place it.
Didn't give me the option to place a template, but I would
Oh,
place
really?
it on
Okay.
top of the arcane
300
sigil.
feet. long. Jeez. On top of the sigil. Okay. So. Rectangle template. Gosh, I don't even. Here we go. Something like that. If I can. Oh gosh. And I can't really expand it. Okay, it's going to cover the whole area, right? From this wall.
pretty much.
And what direction will it move every round?
Dude, I can't even zoom my map out far enough. It's gonna start moving towards all the people, I suppose.
So upward.
Yep.
Cool.
How big does it need to be?
Does it be? I think it just
300?
appears 300
Yeah,
feet long and 300
Yeah,
feet high.
it's basically just longer than what the template is. It goes from one side of the map to the other. Nina, I would. Oh,
And-
no, not that. It was the correct amount of thickness. Oh. Yeah, 50 feet thick.
How high? Oh, I'm not gonna be able to skip this.
Yes,
by
there
height.
you go.
well.
So, Nina, to
20, 25,
make the wall mostly comprised of the disgusting, the radioactive water, that will be a DC 20 Arcana check. I'll say DC 20 gets you some of the radioactive damage, DC 25 gets you all of the radioactive damage in addition to the tsunami damage.
No. I'm gonna use a hero die.
Okay.
Come on.
Man, that is brutal. Okay, so this wall is going to deal 6d10 bludgeoning damage. Oh, and you already rolled. Well, that did both. So yeah, go ahead and roll the 6d10 by itself, Nina, and that will. All these guys have to make a strength save. And they will all fail. Take the full. Yeah, that guy is definitely terrified. 28 damage. Bloodying all of them, and they are all caught within the wall, so that is not a good sign for them. So now there is a tsunami that has appeared and is heading your direction, so I'm assuming you would like to move.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn into a sperm.
Oh,
A sperm?
no.
Yeah, you cut off your last word there.
You off.
I heard whale, and I definitely thought you guys were just like purposely taking it in a whack way.
No, it definitely just sounded like sperm.
Yeah, legitimately all I heard.
I'm just gonna bust a nut real
So I will just drag current off to the side of the map here. Actually, that might be confusing. I'm going to put current just in the middle of the reactor, which might also be confusing, but we'll see. And you're a sperm whale, so that's
He's
cool.
gonna be able to find my token.
And you are much larger than huge, so you don't have to worry about taking damage, which is pretty cool.
Oh damn! I was just gonna be an aquatic creature and something with a lot of health to tank it.
Yeah, no, you're totally immune because you're so big. You are gargantuan. Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Current's turn. Anything else for you, or are you just gonna lay on the floor waiting for the water?
I'm just gonna make a whale sound and end my turn.
Happy whale sound.
Is there such a thing as a
Residue.
chaotic whale sound?
Yes, but if I answer that
Probably.
question, Andrew's gonna get mad at me since we're streaming.
It's okay. Good luck.
You're welcome.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
you're a sperm whale. You're welcome.
Oh
Yeah, it is.
no!
There it is.
Yeah.
This is your
But
daily
yeah,
reminder that
anyways,
there
it
exists
is
a kind of
Reditude's
whale
turn.
that helps other whales have sex. There you go. Now you know.
Where we going? What's going on?
Don't worry about it.
So now that I have heard the sounds of what I'd probably recognize as a tsunami coming, and I see her turn to a whale, is there anything near me that I could get up on top of that's like, that I would think would be enough to help out? Those tanks of an item.
It's 300 feet tall and 300
I
feet
think-
wide.
But there is a wall here, so I think you could cower behind the wall and avoid the wave.
Oh,
Avoid the wave.
Okay, word. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably be that, but I do have these three in front of. I will. Well, I wish I could do something. I wish I could do the thing that happened to Carlisle. That'd be pretty. I'm gonna go with the good old 1-2, and the aged Arcbound. Okay, yeah, the guy at the top right of the table. I will target him with a guiding bolt.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh wow! What the?
16
That's amazing.
damage. Does not bloody him, but he's glowing. How do we? I forget how we have marked that before. I'll just put deafened on him. I don't know.
I think we put a yellow. Isn't there like a yellow marker? You can like the bubble thing.
Not
Or was that-
unfound.
Maybe that wasn't.
Like I think you can get modules for that, but yeah, we don't have those right now.
What guy?
Just like color.
And then for the guy below him, who's he? He's anxious. Psh, easy money. Okay, he's gonna get mockery. Anxious.
Well,
Fools.
he's
He can't be anxious when they're around us.
not wise enough to resist your cry. So do you just mock the devices he's been crafting?
Yeah, I mean, look at his side of the table over there. He's got nothing. What is that? A wrench, maybe? What do you do with a wrench, dude? Like, for real?
Does that work?
Yeah, that's all right. The one up top is the one that's glowing.
Okay.
The one down below is. I'm also just writing down.
And then
Cool.
I will, do the. Should I move up a little more? Is that what you're saying, or move towards the wall by the tanks?
Yeah, I think
to hide.
you probably want to hide behind this wall. Would be your closest, safest bet to avoid the tsunami.
Okay, cool. I will maybe take like a step back, but yeah, try to do that little cower behind the wall you're talking about.
Okay. Sorry, I was talking about this wall down here. You see my ping?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, because that's the direction the
You got
tsunami's going from. Yeah, right there is.
Yeah, okay. I can see Carlisle's dead body floating in.
Okay.
It's hilarious. It just popped up right when I moved there.
um, yeah, so that's all for Reddit 2. Well, these devotees are in a full-on panic. All the generator devotees are going to run and hide behind the generator. Erasmus here is just going to hide behind the reactor and brace himself. So he'll have advantage on his saving throw when the wave comes, but and then these guys, yeah, they're just gonna run. A couple of them go and hide in the storage room, and another one hides within the reactor tanks, or the blood tanks over there. Alaric, he will also try and run around and hide by the blood tanks, prompting a attack of opportunity from Current. So Nina,
I don't even know what my attacks are.
I would say you could make a bite or tail attack with disadvantage as a reaction here.
Can we call the tail attack a flop attack? Just for kicks and gigs.
Okay, so
literal kicks and
19
giggles.
would hit. And your second, okay, yeah, so you definitely hit. And that's 24 damage. And he has to avoid being swallowed by you. This could be bad. So 24, he's already bloodied. And now he's got to make this saving throw, which he succeeds. He avoids being swallowed and is very grateful to run, skirt around Reddit 2 and get behind the reactors there. Okay. That was exciting for him. These
Exciting for all of us, really.
guys, so are they inside the wall?
Sorry, wait, hang on. Who succeeded on not getting swallowed?
Alaric.
I gotta read a thing. Hang on.
Okay.
He's gonna
I
say
feel
no
like
to
he's about
that.
to not succeed.
And then I've got to make athletics checks, so I'll just do this
Malik,
for these guys to
is
move at
going
all.
to tap into his spell mastery. And I gotta make sure I'm reading this correctly. Pretty sure that he can just freely cast silvery barbs, so he's 100% gonna be a dick and silvery barbs that.
Okay. So Alaric rerolls
appreciate
the. Do-do-do.
What
And you can
is
give-
the range of silvery barbs?
That's what I have to ping it to check. It's 60 feet. I'm not sure he can
Wow.
reach that.
Busted spell.
Oh yeah, he can.
Yeah, it reaches.
Yeah, that would reach.
The advantage is going to go to Salik.
Cool. So yeah, it looks like Alaric still succeeds.
Okay.
Salik does have advantage from silvery barbs. And the terrified acolyte escapes the tsunami, swims out, falls to the ground, and he has grabbed himself a plasma rifle. He will, out of the armory, he will take aim at Mebley, who is climbing down the stairs over there. Do I have the... No, I didn't give them the plasma rifle yet. Let's see if this
Pebbles,
works properly. Oh yeah, because okay. Oh, yeah, a 22 to hit Mebley with a plasma rifle. Oh, with disadvantage because Mebley dodged.
Oh,
Ooh.
you're right.
So Mebley, eyes wide open, ducks, and this bolt goes through like the handrail, and there is now a hissing, sizzling like circle where it just melted
Nice.
right through the side handrail there. Okay. Oh, would you look at that? Paracelsian.
As soon as I look at the
Oh. Yep.
the damage, I turn to him and I point at him and say, I'm going to show you how to aim in a second.
Dang. Okay.
It's exciting.
Paracelsian teleports onto the arcane sigil, which is currently completely submerged in water. Thankfully for him, that doesn't bother Paracelsian too much, as he will dematerialize and slip through the shadows of the room, reappearing
Doobie-doo.
over this way.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh fuck!
I don't like me.
Ah!
Paracelsian calmly surveys the scene and he will start off the combat by channeling green fire from his arcane braziers that he is going to attempt to cast a spell.
Can I Arcana to determine the nature of the spell?
Yep, you can. DC 20 Arcana.
Fuck.
I mean, it's like higher than 5th level spell that he wants to cast.
Okay. I have to check a thing. We've had a long rest since then. Salik is going to use one of his signature spells to free cast counter spell at 3rd level.
All right. Go ahead and make a
It's an intelligence check, right?
DC 20 check with your spellcasting modifier.
Fuck. Jeez.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Actually insanely clutch.
Okay,
What?
so
Salik has been ready for this, and like us twinning are preparing to hunker down and be an anti-magic just bastion of annoyance to him. He's gonna reach in himself and just eat the spell in his hand and not this time.
Paracelsian channels the fire in his braziers harder, using a counterspell of his own on yours. I mean, your counterspell was cast at level 3, so that would just cancel out yours. Does anyone else have a reaction on there, or?
Malik's is gone.
I can't
I
see
mean,
him, so
I'm
Right.
curious. Am I able to see him?
Yes,
I'm flying
Retatu
15
can
feet in
see
the air.
him.
Okay.
He is
I'll
very
do it
close
then.
to Retatu.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was like hiding from him as well as the tsunami, or if I'm kind of screwed.
This is the spell equivalent of when you're playing Wii Tennis and both the frontliners just smack it back and forth really quickly.
So Retatu is counterspelling.
Yes, I'm going to attempt to do so.
Okay. To counterspell Paracelsian's superior counterspell, you'll need to make a DC 18, I believe, charisma check for you.
dang.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what level I cast it at, right? Or does it?
Oh, it does. What level do you
Sorry.
cast counterspell
Real
at?
quick. I forgot when I rolled the Arcana to see what spell he was casting. I should have used the advantage from Silvery Barb. So I rolled a 25 to tell what spell.
Oh, is
he
it
was
just
casting.
like the next thing that you roll, basically?
It's the next thing. I forgot. You have to use
Okay,
it.
I was wondering about that.
I think it's a level 10 spell, but I don't know if that matters at all.
The DC is too easy to be a level 10.
No.
No, he's
First
casting
one was
10th
yeah,
level
the first one
magic.
was 20.
Gosh.
So yeah, is Reddit joining in the counter war then?
Yeah.
Yeah, DC 18 charisma.
Salik's gonna be horrified. His counterspell got counterspelled, by the way, visibly shaken.
Okay, let me click this,
Bravado faded immediately.
and then let me go to the page. Okay, charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes!
Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh. Jeez. This counterspell war has been insane.
Reddit counters Paracelsion's counterspell, and Salik's magic goes through as between his two lower hands, Paracelsion is like conjuring a swirling circle of chaotic material. This 10th level transmutation spell, Theophrastus's Flux,
Ew.
was successfully countered.
Yeah.
And
Tortado.
with that, Paracelsion will
Use a legendary action.
calmly
Okay, on the end of his
Walk.
turn,
up towards the generator,
Okay.
surveying the scene, and it is Salik's turn.
Given everything we've learned about him, is it most reasonable to assume that his constitution, his strength, or his wisdom would be the lowest? I'm assuming his intelligence is high.
Valid.
I mean, you could roll like medicine or history.
I would like history, please. I would like history, please. 28.
Okay. You could assume that his constitution is probably his highest of all of his stats.
Really?
And of con, strength, and wisdom, his strength is probably the lowest. Although still above like the strength of any mortal, of course. But lower of those. So yeah.
Okay, well, now that he's in the room, Salik has to cast invulnerability on himself. So just getting that out of the way. At level 9. I don't know what to do now. He's going toward the generator.
Yep, he is walking that way, surveying the scene.
He's on the move toward the generator. I have to look at what spell Simile can do. Nope. Similik is going to fly down 15 feet, open the hole, and let out the many-legged monster and just chuck it at Paracelsion to try to slow him down at all.
Okay.
Any amount of slowing him, like just grapple him, beat on him, I don't know what, but just
So Simulik is on the balcony and summons the headless spider.
And the second that he rips it out of the hole, he's rolling that shit back up and coming back in the air because that's the safest place to be, I think.
Okay. Cool. The headless spider is on the field. Go ahead and just roll Arcana for me. We'll see how many hit points the thing lost from popping a leg off for you.
I was gonna ask. Sorry, I was trying to read this real quick. I don't know if I need a resource to command this thing or if it just obeys. Becomes friendly to me.
Yeah,
I
I
just
think
was
like
gonna-
on your turn you can command it what to do. So this turn it popped out of the hole.
Dude, the 17s for Arcana are carrying me. 28 again.
So, what is? It only lost 10 hit points from popping a leg off.
That
It's not bad.
I will
Um,
mark that. Did you mark it down or?
Yeah, I took 10 hit points off of it. Anything else on Salik's turn?
Cool. Can that thing go at Paracelsian now?
It popped out of the hole for this turn. It was
So distraction maybe.
probably being in the hole. Not ready to just like jump out and like start wrecking shit immediately. But yeah, it is ready to go for next turn.
Okay, because animate dead is a bonus action to move stuff, so I don't know if Simile could bonus action have him move or not. But okay.
If you want to have him move, you can have him move. Like you want to have him drop down onto the floor.
Yeah, if I can just have him stand in front of Paracelsian to make him have to move it aside or go around it at all. I have no idea why he's going to the
Like
generator,
there,
and that's
or-
really scary. Yeah, right there's perfect.
Okay, yeah.
That's all. Yeah, that's great.
Clamber down, and because he has a climb speed. And it is Scaldrus's turn. It makes me so happy to see the sperm whale over on that side of the battlefield. that is wild.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
You know, you love when you sit and you're trying to figure out what the heck you're gonna do against a stupidly powerful person, and you go, I don't know if even this is gonna work. Crap. But let's see if it will. It's gonna be annoying. I will do, where is it? Yes, the elemental feat. And then fly up. Can I fly, like if I fly 30 feet up, am I able to see over the tank?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I haven't put out elevations, but for now, I'll just put a plus 30 on the balcony. So all that higher level is there. And the top of the reactor is, say, 25 feet above the balcony.
Cool. I'll fly. Oh, come on. Fly up on top of it. How many creatures can I see?
From your vantage, you can see Paracelsian, the suspicious devotee, and the three on the bottom, the envious Thaddeus, and the terrified one.
And this one.
Yep. So those are the three
And then
on
I
the bottom.
can't see the ones that are over here.
Nope. Two of them are hiding behind the tanks. The other went all the way. Oh, two of them went to go hide in the storage room.
I can see. I can't see that guy.
You can see this one just barely.
Okay. See how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6. This guy.
Okay.
Ah, that's
So,
terrifying.
all of those guys failed, and all the ones down below, their heads will explode. They die. You don't even hear any of their screams. The one who is out of the water is still like there is a solid wall of water between all of you and him. The one behind the wall, will, to the horror of his friends also hiding behind the wall, screams and his head explodes and he dies. And Paracelsion will
Paracelsian.
take 25 psychic damage.
And this guy right here.
Oh yeah, and Erasmus. I don't think I rolled for him.
He would only be
Well,
able to win.
He screams and his head explodes and he dies.
You
Well,
just gotta
good.
do some cleanup so that people can't touch buttons.
And it is Kildrak's turn.
All right. Well, a lot has happened in this round in the situation that I thought we were gonna see. Cool. So, Kildrak's first reaction upon the tsunami appearing. His hands are on the controls. He is going to take whatever control he found raised the temperature of this reactor, and he's going to slam it and then start moving.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
roll a sleight of hand.
I'm so good at sleight of hand. You don't even know.
I don't.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Wow.
with a natural 20. So as soon as Erasmus hit the red button on his control, this sort of siren began blaring throughout the room. Kildrak slams this control after the one acolyte said, "No, don't do that," and you hear bubbling within the reactor, and shrill chiming happens from all these control stations over here. So you must have done something decent.
I have regrets. In case anyone is wondering.
Why?
Because I didn't expect this thing to instantly explode. I just wanted to ruin it a little bit. Hopefully when the tsunami hits it, we will quench whatever I just caused. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are no acolytes left alive, which kind of ruins what I was going to do. Current, how quick does this wall of water move?
That's a. Let me just.
Probably die next turn.
50 feet per round, I believe.
50 feet per round? Okay.
This tsunami's faster than I am.
That makes sense.
Same.
Oh yeah, technically, the spell says it moves away from you, but I think it, you want it to move upwards, so that's what I'm going with. The wall is moving upward, 50 feet per round.
Works for me.
I'm going to get myself... I have all bad options here, in case anyone was wondering. I am going to Misty Step. And pop on over here, I guess.
That's a cool effect that it pops up with.
I don't know why it's doing that effect.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. The
The
circling
little
thing.
circle? Yeah,
Like
that's
we
just my range.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm a little surprised that it didn't do anything when I moved, but I'm gonna toss Heniel at Paracelsian a couple of times. I am in the effective range, so we'll see how this goes. That is a,
29 will hit Paracelsian.
that's a rude AC.
So
Anyways,
Nice.
20 damage, mixture of slashing and radiant.
okay, he'll take 20 damage. Nice throw. For another,
And he is eating both magical slashing and radiant.
yeah, and he is a fiend, so your thing actually is pretty good against him. So that is an additional 16 damage there.
It's what we like to see. Alright, well, while the tsunami chases me from behind, that's all I'm going to do. Current, I am unhappy about my situation.
Okay.
Oops.
At at the end of initiative, Paracelsian has a grasp of the situation. He sees multiple corners of the room, his living helpers cowering in fear. First, he speaks to you in front of him. You have plunged into the deepest reaches of Gehenna. Against all odds, you crossed the labyrinthine roots of shadow and correctly divined the location of my laboratory. All of this you did to find me, the Grand Alchemist. Was I a fool for believing you sought me out for knowledge? Oh, for the 10,000 lessons I could teach you about the nature of life, energy, and matter. But no, instead, you assault me in my inner sanctum. Surely I knew the meddling gods would be scared of my ascension. They must have sent you in a desperate play to stop me. But so be it. You cannot stop this. He takes a step back, looking at Kildrak and the
Take it up
spider
with the
there.
devils, actually.
No, Paracelsion's the best. Only the gods could have sent an infiltration squad like this. For him, the braziers upon his shoulders burst with yellow flame. Every muscle, every fiber, and every cell in his body tightens into a battle stance, as if he were commanding each of them individually. Regarding his frightened helpers, the alchemist bellows, "Too soon, wretches! It is too soon! But you shall serve me regardless. Begin the experiment. Make me a god." And with that, we will end the session and pick it up next week with session 139. The session title will be You're a God, Perry.
There goes Kildrak. I don't know how I made that happen. Go back over there.
Kildrak's on the move. But yeah, I have a Roses and Thorns chat made for this session. I'm going to post my Roses and Thorns and hop off. Thank you, everyone, for playing. I'm very excited. I think especially that was an insane moment. The little counterspell war.
Yeah, it was bound to happen.
And yeah, unfortunately, you guys won't get to see what Theophrastus's Flux does.
You know, I can live without that.
I would love to know, but not in character.
Yeah, I'll have to send you guys what the spell does.
Yeah, once
After
we
you guys
kill him, we
fight
can
him.
like read through his records or the records of
Yeah,
his
yeah,
followers.
what-
He'll be like, yeah, he did this thing one time.
Once he
Well-
kills you and you're in the afterlife pondering what went wrong.
Yeah,
Uh,
that
I
too, I
can-
guess.
I can just cast Soul Cage at level 6 and capture one of his underlings and interrogate him.
We're trying to stick him in the bottle.
Yeah,
Who has the bottle, by the way, just in case one of us gets murdered?
me.
Okay.
The
Delete.
flask?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm talking about one of his underlings, though. If one of his underlings dies, I can Soul
The
Cage
soul
it.
flask?
Yes. The iron thing.
Iron Flask.
Iron flask different than soul flask? What is soul flask? Because I just have one.
Soul
and I-
Cage.
You have what?
I have a soul flask.
The only person that should have it is Salik.
That is
I
concerning.
was the one who found it, and I
Is that
picked
what
it
it is,
up and
your
I gave it to
souls?
him.
Thing?
Hmm.
A soul flask is just a homebrew flavor version of the iron flask. It contains the soul instead of the creature. I think.
Mm. Oh, random thing, Isaac. At the end, you were speaking almost exactly with the music.
Oh, really?
Yes, it
I
was,
was-
like
I was feeling it.
amplifying, and then you were like amplifying at the same time, and I was like, "What is happening?"
Don't forget to send me character descriptions, by the way. I will be working on that throughout the week, and I put what I drew tonight in the general chat.
Very cool.
Cool. I sent you in more description or more items to like examples of items that Sculptors has.
Oh. Also, Andrew, I'm just gonna go ahead and send you the type of poison that Scholars picked up.
Oh yeah. That
So you know.
Oh gosh.
Isaac, did you get my message? Just a little bit ago?
Yes, I was in the middle of typing a response, sir.
Okay, cool. Because I was curious, if that's even a thing.
All right, well, I am going to hop off, but thank you again, everyone, for playing, and
Thank you.
yeah, thank you, Garrett, for increasing Oboxob's kill count tonight.
Listen,
I will catch you all next week.
have you, by chance, looked at the spells that Salik has prepared?
Honestly, no, not really.
I don't have the full list of what Salik knows. I have a very tiny, almost exclusively the one list he has prepared.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
are protect him from getting killed, make more copies of himself, and anything with necromantic energy that can heal undead. And outside of that, it's teleportation shit. He has Misty
see
Step,
that,
Dimension
yeah.
Door, and Vortex Warp. He can freely cast Wither and Bloom. I almost cast Maximilian's Earth and Grasp on Paracelsian. I probably will next week, since that's a
Nice.
strength save. He's very much a let me go off in a corner and fuck with you. So if you put a vat of instant death in the corner, I'm going to use it.
I fixed Tsunami so it does a template
Oh, sweet.
if we ever use
Ooh.
it again.
Yeah, that's that's a very large template. Very cool.
Thank you.
See you.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye bye.